this robust determination that we've seen from Rishi Sunak in the face of all the polls and what seems to be the inevitable outcome. A lot of people would have said he should have bowed out a little while ago.
My goodness, no. We live in a democratic society, and this is a campaign for what is the biggest job in our country, being the next Prime Minister and leading the direction of the country through the new government. I'm very proud of Rishi for continuing to go. And look, it isn't over until the ballot is declared on Monday. And so whilst the polls may say what they say, I wouldn't write anyone off just yet.
Is this the end of him in government if he doesn't win?
Oh, goodness me. Look, we are focused on Monday. We're focused on the next few days, getting those votes in, making sure that members have put their votes in, voted online before Friday. And it will be for Rishi to contemplate the future after Monday, I hope, from the steps of number 10. But I do think, looking at the leadership election as a whole, yes, there's been a bit of rough and tumble, as there should be, frankly, in any vigorous democracy such as ours. But actually what we've seen is a wealth of ideas emerging from the Conservative Party, and also an impassioned debate about the future of our country. The number one defining issue of the new government will be the cost of living, how we support people, how we get a grip on inflation, and how we build the economy. That's what we will be focusing on after Monday. As I say, I very much hope that Rishi will be in number 10, but the new government will have my full support in taking this work forward.
I want to ask you about some of the things he said about, scaring and people being afraid of investing in the UK. He's warned over the risk of markets losing faith in the British economy. It's the front story for the Financial Times today. But he's quoted as saying we have more inflation-linked debt by a margin than any other G7 economy, basically more than double because of the structure of quantitative easing. Wasn't he at the tiller throughout all of that?
Well, look, Rishi is right to raise the issue of debt because, of course, not only do we have the longer-term debt to pay off, but, of course, we have interest rates to pay, just as we do in our own personal lives if we take a loan out. And every penny that is paid on interest is a penny that we can't then spend on the services we care about, such as the NHS and policing. And so it is right that Rishi raises this issue of interest rates and raises this issue of how much the government's going to have to pay back, because ultimately the taxpayer will be footing the bill for this. We are all Conservatives. We all want to see taxes as low as possible. I think this debate is about when that happens, and Rishi is right to focus on inflation, because from inflation all of the problems that we are talking about at the moment flow, whether it's wage increases, people being worried that their wages will not cover their essential living costs, whether it's the price of food companies having difficulties paying their energy costs and then passing those increased costs on to consumers. These are all things that affect each and every one of us, and so Rishi's right to look at inflation first and foremost, as he has throughout this campaign.